Well, 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 Dr. Brost. All right. Jeff, Jason, and I would like to thank all of you for being in attendance this afternoon for this amazing announcement. We promise we won't keep you for long. I'm extremely honored today to introduce you to two guests that we have with us from ASA, the State Principals Association. First off, Connie Pellman, the president of ASA and principal of East Elementary School in Jefferson, and Jim Lynch, who is the ASA executive director.
Thank you so much. This is an exciting day to be here, and I'm very happy to be here. I would like to introduce Jim Lynch, who is the Executive Director of ASA that brought me here this afternoon, so thank you to Jim for doing that. This is an exciting day because we have a very important announcement to make, and that announcement is that your principal, Paul Brost, is the new high school principal of the year for the state of Wisconsin. You can stand up. Do it all. Congratulations, Paul, and I'm glad to be here. This has been an exciting year being president of ASA, but this has been the most fun event that I've been able to do is announce the principals of the year. So congratulations to you. Let me tell you a little bit about the process of how Paul was selected. First of all, nominations are solicited across the state, and then there are finalists that are selected to go to a panel of judges that include representatives of parents, DPI, superintendents, teachers, and fellow principals. The principal of the year emerges from that process. The principal of the year will represent Wisconsin in the National Principal of the Year process and will be invited to a ceremony in Washington, D.C. this fall. The Principal of the Year plaque with a $1,000 check for your school and a $500 check towards the cost of transportation to D.C. will be presented at the State and Middle and High School Principals Convention that is to be held in February, on February 19th at the Concourse Hotel. So that's where the formal presentation will be made. So congratulations again. I was not able to be on the selection committee, but I recently was able to read through Paul's application. And I just would like to say a few things. Paul is a very busy man, and I commend him for taking the time to complete the application process. It clearly takes time and dedication, and is not always easy for a humble person, like I'm sure Paul is, to think about and share the great things that are going on in his professional life. Not only did Paul get to reflect, but the application process allowed many others the opportunity to share highlights of Paul's career. In addition to reading about all the great things that are going on at Monona Grove High School, I was able to read comments from fellow administrators, teachers, parents, and community members, and of course, some of his students. In addition to leading initiatives like shared leadership to promote academic growth, school improvement teams, instructional coaches, data review, the principal's cabinet, ethics group, paperless classrooms, in-school field trips, strategic planning, A/B block scheduling. This is just to name a few. He is also a very visible presence when it comes to after-school activities. Because I'm all about relationship building in the school setting, what stood out to me the most was the overwhelming praise for Dr. Brost's relationship building skills and efforts inside and outside the classroom. Paul is an advocate for co-curricular activities and shows this by his personal commitment to attending as many events as possible. He attends athletic events, music, and drama events frequently, and uses the information he learns from interacting with and observing students outside the classroom to strengthen his relationship with them. I even hear rumor that on Fridays, he wears t-shirts over his shirt and tie to celebrate various events that are taking place in the school, whether it be a game, a concert, or a dramatic presentation. One parent wrote, "This small act makes the students and staff feel so supported in their extracurricular endeavors." I could go on and on. His application was a long document sharing his praises, but I'd like to take this opportunity to read just a few of the comments from the application that really stood out to me. "It is so abundantly clear that Mr. Brost cares about the students at MGHS. Paul is focused on fostering growth in the staff. His quiet leadership is trusting, cultivating, and unfaltering. I would not be the teacher that I am today were it not for his leadership. Paul has the ability to model the learning process and share his own successes and failures with the staff. That makes him a great leader. Dr. Brost understands the change process is most successful when teachers have a voice in decision-making and strategic planning. Dr. Brost highly values education and the educational process at MGHS. Dr. Brost makes sure that everyone who graduates from MGHS has an array of classroom and extracurricular experiences that allow them to explore their options and their passions. He has great pride in MGHS, and it shows through his words and his deeds. He is the epitome of MG pride." The positive comments were numerous and were extremely impressive. There is no question that Paul Brost has been instrumental in establishing a system of academic, extracurricular, and social emotional supports for Monona Grove High School and their students. This clearly is a guy that is a gift to the education profession. Congratulations to you, Paul, to you and your school community. This award comes to you well deserved. Congratulations.
Obviously, Dr. Olson is kind of bummed that he was not going to be able to be here this afternoon. And when he was in the hospital the other day, he was texting me about this very situation, Dr. Brost. So I'm standing in for him. But what he wanted me to say is that not only is this great for you and for our school, but it's great for our community and our district. And we hope that you can, reflect on all the wonderful things that you've done and be as appreciative as we all are. So with that, we would like to introduce Paul's wife, Denise, who he took some work to sit next to. But thank you for being here, Denise. We really appreciate it. That was my favorite part of all this, was getting to call her last week. And then, Paul, would you please come up and say a couple words?
It's going to be hard for me to get some things out. I know usually I'm pretty stoic and no affect is my specialty. Just a lot of emotions on the eve of losing my mother, so those are kind of comes flooding back. Do really appreciate all the support. My staff knows that when you get something like this, it's really a reflection of your whole building, and it's a very easy place to come to work, an easy place to lead. So I really appreciate Nicole Northhester nominating me for this, and all the support that you guys provide. And it's really an honor. So thank you so much.
Don't worry, even though Jill is out of the building and Joyce is out of the district, we still were able to come up with cake and punch. So we will have a reception out in the Commons. Ms. Persanki's kids are helping us out. They have no idea what's going on. Well, they maybe do now, but so out there we can, continue to congratulate Paul and talk to his wife and have fellowship with each other and enjoy some cake right after we take a picture or two of Paul with the cake. And we can go from there. Thanks, guys.